Philadelphia Eagles continue to make moves. They have added Kenny Pickett and Devin White to their football team. Do you think that these moves are going to improve the Eagles to the point to where they're back to being NFC contenders?
So I'll be really quick on the Eagles because there's just not much for Eagles fans are so funny. They've been in my mention saying, "Oh, we got Devin White and we improved so much. We got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson." Chauncey Gardner-Johnson had a lot of issues in the secondary this past year. He was good for you guys, wasn't great for the Lions this past year. So we'll see how that works out with them leading one of the worst Lions secondaries. And then Devin White, ask yourself this, Eagles fans. If Devin White is so good on a team that has cap space in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, why did they let Devin White go? Maybe it's because he's a really, really poor tackler as a linebacker, something you should be really good at. He's incredibly athletic. It was like the Isaiah Simmons thing. Everyone thought the Cardinals got fleeced when Isaiah Simmons was gone until people realized he's a subpar tackler and he can't cover anyone. He can't cover grass. So Devin White, there's a reason why he's on the market. He's not very good. No matter when you play with him on Madden and he's really fast and gets a lot of interceptions, he's not a very good linebacker. There's a reason why he only got 1 year and $5 million with an Eagles team that has cap space. To ask yourself, if he was really that good, why didn't they lock him up long term? Because they have legitimate questions about him. The Eagles did not get much improved. Kenny Pickett, cool. Jalen Hurts just came off a very suspect season. And so for him to have someone like Kenny Pickett, a former first-round pick, maybe the Eagles find something out of him. Maybe Jalen Hurts isn't the guy. I don't think that. I think he is. But it's nice. And also, when you're paying Jalen Hurts a ton of money, it was like the Kyler Murray, Desmond Ridder thing. You're not going to allocate $55 million to the quarterback position. And what does Kenny Pickett make? Not a ton of money as a backup quarterback. And he's young. Could fit the system a little bit better than whoever else it was. So it's fine. I don't think it adds any wins. And I think Devin White, just so you know, Eagles fans, he's not good. I don't know. Am I crazy here? Do you think Devin White is this elite talent? Because I'm athletically, he's awesome. Coverage and especially tackling, he's really bad.
Yeah, no, he's really bad. He's really
bad. He's really bad.
This is what I love. So Devin White has graded poorly on PFF for years now. I love how people go after PFF when they rate their players poorly, but then they praise PFF when they rate their players highly. PFF is usually right when it comes to some of these players. For the most cases, they're spot on. And what Devin White has put on tape over the last few years is not anywhere close to a decent linebacker. He's not good. And this is a Howie Roseman special where he gets a big name that gets his fan base all up in arms, those delusional Eagles fans, because that's what they are. They're the most delusional fan base in the entire game, okay? They got a big name. It gets their fan base excited. He is not a good football player, and they're not much better at that position than they were last year. This is what I don't understand, right? So they'll sit there, Eagles fans will tell you, well, he's better than what we had last year. You didn't have anything last year, and then they'll turn around and tell you how they're going to go to the Super Bowl and win it with this addition. So better than last year is good enough to win a Super Bowl. This team has not improved nearly as much as people thought that they would. And I'm not just saying this because I root for the Cowboys. I'm not. I look at this team and I say, Bryce Huff, that's a lateral move if you get rid of Reddick. Saquon Barkley, he's an improvement at running back. How much from Swift? I don't know. Devin White's not that much of an improvement at linebacker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, decent enough safety, but at the same time, he's an injury-prone player. I don't think this team is much better than what they were last year. And I don't understand how we're in the offseason and we still don't know what this team was last year. They were a team of 2 seasons. They were a tale of 2 seasons last year. So, going on to the Kenny Pickett trade, I do like that trade a lot for the Eagles because this is a guy that they really liked coming out of college. I don't think he was dealt a great hand in Pittsburgh. And I think that coming into the Eagles system, being a backup quarterback could definitely be a great thing for his career. And at the very least, I think that the Eagles, if Kenny Pickett looks good in that system with the talent that they have around them, because let's not forget, Gardner Minshew had some really high level flashes with the Eagles in that 22 season. In that Dallas game, he played really good football. If Kenny Pickett plays like that, they could potentially get a trade out of this guy that is greater than what they gave up to go get the guy. So I like the move from that perspective. But overall, as a team, I don't think they're much improved.
I just think it's so funny that you called it the Howie Roseman special.
Well, I mean,
if anyone missed what we talked about last week, is Chris here was going after Howie Roseman for being the most overrated GM in the NFL. And as I start to, I'm not ready to call him the most overrated GM in the NFL. But as I start to kind of keep a keen eye to things, the first thing I thought of when I saw the Devin White signing was, oh, great. Can't wait to have Eagles fans in my mentions about telling me how great Devin White is, when in reality, he's really bad. He's really, really bad. He's really athletic. He's like Isaiah Simmons. He's insanely fast. He's not super tall, but he is 6'2", 6'3". He's not insanely short, but it's like people played with him in Madden. I call Isaiah Simmons a Madden football player because they're insane in Madden. He's 6'4" as a linebacker and runs a sub 4.4 40. And he's insanely athletic. And they watch his highlight film in college, and all you have to do is be insanely talented in college, and then you just are appraised as seen as this high, awesome guy. And people never actually watch the game film. Devin White is really, really bad. I don't even know if it's a lateral move. It might be worse. It might be worse than what they had on the field last year, but I digress there.
Yeah, dude, I watched some of his tape because an Eagles fan challenged me to watch some of his tape. I'll send you some of the clips that I got.
So bad.
It's not good.